Hello folks, this is Embargo Man. Alright, this is more like a message to a YouTuber. I mean, to iJustine, Justine Ezarik, goes by your real name. I know that you have went to WWDC 2022, and then I don't know, would the passkey protect people from identity theft, right? Because I remember that used to I noticed that I spoofed the one with the cheeseburger, right? So I want cheese pizza. Maybe I don't know if you've seen it yet. So, and you have never seen the first video that I have to mention that takes around 40 minutes, right? So what's going on in there is the person that I sent, like in my previous, her name is Isabel Midori Nakaido, right? So I am a victim of ID theft, and the person who's Isabel Midori Nakaido is somebody else that invented a fake name. She got arrested like 4 times, and I was thinking, even though if there's a GoFundMe down below, it's about you. And iJustine, I read your book like twice. I remember you have to go in this Yahoo talent show and everything, and then your parents hide the keyboard in the room and all that stuff. That I hope you don't mind that saying about you have nobody known to say a victim of identity theft. If you have nobody to be a victim of identity theft, well, here we go. I am the victim of identity theft. Like I said, I was the real Slim Shady. I mean, you heard the song from Eminem, right? So what's going on with me is I wanted to do this. I have big ambitions of all things that I will say. The person the only YouTuber who always comments me is Dutch YouTuber, who she sings, and I know it's kind of odd, but I decided to just be friends with her and all that stuff. But and I noticed that the WWDC that I have seen yesterday, I mean, all the passkey and M3 and all these cool stuff from Apple, you enjoy it, that's cool. But then there's things that or I tell you that, like, cybersecurity or in other reasons, what have happened to me is identity theft is a kind of bullying, because they use my name. When they use my name, just saying I'm Miguel, but they use my name. My name has been used. My name is like, this person who's using my name, he might be somewhere else, and they gonna trying to change the address, the location, even the state. Like, if they change even the state, I mean, that's what it is that you could just say, as I never thought for you to just meet with such a beautiful woman that has helped somebody else, like Lizzie, who has a rare disease, and they call her names and the ugliest woman in the world, whatever, blah blah. I noticed that, and you have donated with Cody and stuff. Well, I am kind of like, a bit of, I was in special ed and back in the day, but hey, I could comprehend everything, and I wasn't speaking that much for a long time. And my story is that I have big ambitions. I want to do things. I know I tweet on Terry Crews that I wanted to go to America's Got Talent. The first thing I was thinking is, before all this, is dancing the tango with you, Justine, and win AGT, and whatever the reason is that I think you're better off, if you want to try something, try some law school. I mean, law school on becoming like the first one to do identity theft victim to protect people who are victims of identity theft. Is that I mean, you could talk. My sister knows about it. She knows about Isabel Midori Nakaido because she find out somewhere in the net and whatever that they say that I am married to this woman who is this fake person. And you might not know that sometimes your true friends are not your real friends. Believe it or not, I am just saying that there's people who are using fake IDs, fake identities, and want to just do anything under the sun. I'm saying, okay, that I let's say, for example, that I live in LA. Whoa, Miguel. Put in my last name, Miguel. Arcon lives in LA now? No, it was the person who faked my ID, and then you said get to meet, and it says, oh yeah, that ain't the real me. That is some dude, some random dude who just fakes the ID, or he might be in Hawaii or something like that. He fakes the ID, and probably use my name. I mean, this is a serious issue that is going on with me, Justine. This is a serious issue, and I notice it because I am a victim of identity theft. And let's see if you could go and, I mean, you love to try new things. You try new things like, and you were in TV, I guess. You try new things like, new Apple products or whatever, this passkey or whatever it is. You tried like the sleeping ring. I mean, I'm just interested in that because I did a video in the section of products that rock, and one of these days, if I have 1,000 subscribers and be a big YouTuber like you, I would say, being a big shot, will say, oh yeah, this is another thing of another episode of products that rock in the lineup of the product that rock video. I mean, what it is about it is because probably says, with this ring I sleep like a baby. I would say I sleep like a baby, right? So the thing is I want to do this ASAP. I want to say, most likely, if you could go to law school, study law, most likely be somebody that I think this all takes here in Florida. A person that uses my name, change my name, and they say, oh, this is me, I am married to Isabel Midori Nakaido. This person is faking it, then I might say I'm living in California, or I might live in Hawaii, or that I live in what else would I live? Or that I live in Pennsylvania, or probably in your hometown, right? So this is crazy. Before all this is gonna be like for years, like I think 10 years or something. I have been this victim like this of identity theft or whatever. And I mean, I'm probably, they use my social security number and then try to investigate. This is more of a topic of there's your name in there. There is your name. And I know that you have a heart of gold. I noticed that. But most likely, if you pay attention, it is within my heart that I know that I am the first victim of identity theft. I cannot, I cannot have a normal life. I cannot do these things like I supposed to have. I'm telling you this because I feel like, somebody, I have this big heavy burden. I have this monkey on my back. It is called identity theft. It's not just a it's not just a monkey on my back. I'm carrying King Kong on my back. Yeah, King Kong. That's how big it is, and then talking about King Kong, I just really need your help. I was crying. I was like, this is what would I do if a big YouTuber like you could help me, especially a very beautiful woman, but not just beautiful from the outside, but you have a special place in my heart. And I know that I've read your book. I know that I knew all this good happening. You have been with some dude in the chiropractor office. I mean, you know that you have get away and with this, and then you make it big and all that stuff. Why? Because you said you live somewhere small with your family and all that stuff. Your sister even does YouTube. And I am just saying, I'm just interested is that I cannot live this thing that there's this person using my identity. There's this other person pretends to be my wife. That all it is, they have property. All I want is, I don't want the property. I just want that this is fraudulent, that these people who stole my identity supposed to be behind bars. And I would say this, if they are supposed to be behind bars, why don't you just go to law school? I mean, you could come to all the way to Miami, Florida, and then you could, meet with my sister somewhere at random. I mean, you go there and see that, now as a lawyer, because I'm going out of town pretty soon, you take law school, you try to do law school, you be a lawyer, and then you try to, I might be your first client if you become a lawyer. It is all paid for. It is just like to have this case in mission, studying law school and stuff. Become these special kind of lawyer for identity theft, because I am a victim of identity theft. I don't know, because last night I just ate something, a chicken, and I went to the bathroom. But hey, all that stuff, I'll tell you the things that I have done. All right, I was wondering if we could play each other in Mario Kart. I got into the Call of Duty in my mobile phone. Yeah, and then I'm just trying to get to know you personally, and I know what I built up, but I tell you seriously, I am an identity theft victim, and I see a bunch of videos based on identity theft, and I was about to say I'm going to join America's Got Talent one day. I know that I learn how to dance tango a bit, seeing it on YouTube and whatever it is like, I know that you, I guess you would be being in with on AGT and say what I feel and what I read in there in your book about doing it big, going and dancing on the plane and all that stuff, and dancing in Apple stores, is that now this thing is serious. I am a victim of identity theft. I am a victim of identity theft. I mean, going to law school, you've been in case specialized in identity theft and all. I mean, you could go ahead. I mean, you could. My sister has her own YouTube channel or something like that. You could say that I haven't been waiting for your comments, even though you go to WWDC events and everything. I saw it on there. Pretty cool, right? Cool stuff. But then how would a passkey goes to protect me from identity theft that I am an identity theft victim? They probably use my social security number. They use my social security number. So what I would think, I have been a subscriber to you for a while. I comment on your videos. I mean, why don't you comment on mine, and what would you do? I know there's something in there. And I noticed it that when you're ill and then you need to take your medications and stuff and everything, I knew that like I have to just keep my prayers to you when you were 5 days, almost for a week in a hospital. But now that I notice it, that I'm telling you this is because after one day, or after like years of being a victim, misused, mistreated, tossing my name like it was a rag doll, and then some person who used my name, or parties, and he might be here, he might be in your hometown, he might be in LA, he might be in Hawaii. He's using my name with the woman who's just passed to be Isabel Midori Nakaido, who is a fake name, and that's it. I know you have to investigate, be sure, make sure who are your real friends. Make sure that if you are willing to help, or you're willing to go to law school, it would be great. It would be great that we could meet each other. I'll be your first client when you become a lawyer. I know is that I am a victim of identity theft. So goodbye. I hope you get more subscribers. Tell everybody about me that I need subscribers too, because I have been in this YouTube game since 2006, and I only have 170 subscribers. Please help me. I want to do more videos. I want to do anything. I want to have a life. I want to meet you. And I want to say, if you go to law school, you find out who are these people and everything like that. There's a GoFundMe app. I need your help, for law school and all stuff, to come into Miami and be, first of all, my defendant, and we be friends, and probably more than that. I mean, that's the only thing I could say, is that I will see you or on your next video. I would comment you about, okay, what's the coolest thing from Apple or whatever. You know, this is identity theft is like bullying. Bullying is like that. And I mean, look, I might not be the person who has a rare disease, who is thin, but I have something legal. This is like it's some like my life is being so thin. My life is being thin because somebody is using using my name, and when they use my name, it is like ID theft. Somebody use my name. Somebody used this so-called Isabel Midori Nakaido, supposed to be my wife. No, all I need is to settle things in so I can need the money back, to let this be fraudulent, and the people that are trying to hurt me should go to jail. That's it. Thank you. I love you. I support you. And I hope you understand this. I was crying all this. Goodbye. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks.